Hello everybody, it's Bertie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. I am itching to make an art journal page. So, I've been itching to get in my art journal for quite some time. First thing I want to do is I've got my hot glue gun on. I have this page in this little signature I want to add that's just too floppy. So I'm going to, ouch, chihuahua. So, and of course I have that hot glue gun that just squirts everywhere. I am going to just put a old vintage recipe card in here just to try to stiffen it up a bit. I didn't want to wait for glue to dry, so I'm just using my hot glue gun. It looks like some of it come through the cheesecloth. We'll just get that baby glued down. How did you guys all fare your Christmas? I survived Christmas and am living to tell about it. And I am just ready to get back out here. Today I have been out in the art studio putting together, I need to move these. I saw Beatrice something or another, I can't remember her name, on YouTube video last night, put this thing together called a tiny tome. Just a tiny little book, and I had these scraps and I thought, oh, I want to try that. So I laid those over at my little site here. Okay, I'm itching to get this book done. So I want to just look through and see if I can find empty pages or a spot to stick this. That's what I want to do first. I'm going to find a spot to stick this little, I could stick it here or here or here. I think I'm going to stick it here. My gosh, this thing is going to be so chubba wubba that I'm not going to be able to even be able to play in it. I'm going to have to make sure everything I do is really flat. No buttons or anything like that. Anyway, oh my gosh. There we go. These are exactly what I've been doing today. I've been putting these together. Little scrap packs, and then I staple a little thing across the top so that I can put them in a pocket of my journals when I sell them. I've been making small, medium, and larges today. Oh, please, Jesus, let that be right side up. Yes. It is not unlike me. Yeah, I think it is. It's not unlike me to put in something upside down. Oh my gosh, look, I still have room for another signature in there if I wanted. Anyway, I've been putting these together to put in my journals. And I decided I just wanted to do a page myself. There, I'll put that right there. Now, I have this little sewed thing that I want to stick somewhere. See, these are just too, I don't like that these are so flimsy. They need stability for me, so I'm going to have to find another card to put in there. 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 That's where it needs to go. I know this sounds strange, but I like the look of this. I call it patina. I probably won't even do anything on this page because I think maybe I stuck it on the gel plate for some reason, and this is what came up, or got a page stuck on it and peeled it off. I don't know, but I love it. So it's going to stay like that. And that's going to be my page. Because when these are your journals, that's what it's about. It's about what makes you happy. And if you like, you know, a grungy patinaed page and it brings you joy, then that page is finished for you. No need to even continue. I made this cute little dangle cluster last night in the house. I had this cute little button that I thought was adorable. And so I made a little cluster out of just scraps I had in the house. I'm trying to find a page that really sticks out so that it wouldn't, so that it won't add too much, you know, what do you call it? What do I want to call it? You guys see, I'm telling you, whatever's wrong with me, it's just turning my thought process into mush. When I try to bring up a word that I want to use, it won't be too thick. I'm just going to use that word because I can't recall the word that I'm wanting to use. I'm having issues with that, coming up with the word that that's in my mind that I'm wanting to use to describe something. I'm having trouble with that. Okay, so today, this will be the perfect page. Today I want to use these little chickens. I thought they were cute. I ripped this out of a book. It's part of a spine and the innards of a book. I wanted to use it also. And so I thought these chickens were adorable. I might have to add a little section on to that page. Let me just make sure there's not a larger page anywhere that I could use, because that spine is pretty big and I don't want to cut it down. I like it the way it is. My bigger pages, it looks like, are the ones that I've done first. I need to shut this hot glue gun off. We're just going to drip all of its goodies out. This one is a pretty, no, it's not as large as that other one. Let's see here. No, I don't have many empty pages for sure. I don't have any large pages left to do. Okay, it's going to be this one. We're just going to make it work. Maybe I could bend it like this and pull it over. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, let's go ahead and hot glue this portion down, since the hot glue gun's still hot. Do that. Okay, now I feel like this needs to be grunged up a little bit. But I don't want to mess up the chickens because I just think they're adorable. So let's see how we're going to do that. I'm going to use this little recipe from a newspaper article or something. Do that over here. Come on, buddy. I need to learn to turn these upside down when not in use, because this tacky glue is thick. I may have to push pause so you don't have to watch me getting tacky glue out of a bottle. There we go. There we go. Now I'll leave it upside down. That adds a little bit onto it. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, you guys. Really wanted to go to the movie yesterday, but we were so tired when we got home from lunch. We went to some friend's house. They had a taco bar, and I was so tired. All I could do is come home and take a nap. So we didn't get our movie gone to. I need, here's a piece right here. I need more collage. My husband, the night before last, he said, Christmas Eve, he said, meet me out at the shop about, well, I need for it to be dark. I got a surprise for you. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. We don't usually do anything for each other, gift-wise, just not in our budget. We get what we need all year, so why do something like that at Christmas? So I was like, okay. So I went out at dark. He said, get in the Jeep. I want to show you something. So I got in the Jeep, and he drove me about, a mile down the road, across the highway. There's a house that had pretty Christmas lights up this year. And he said, there, he hates to go Christmas light looking. Hates it. Me and the kids always used to go when they were little, and he hated to go. So that was just kind of something me and the kids did. And he said, there, don't say I'm not a wonderful husband. I took you Christmas light looking. And we went down the road. It was beautiful. It was about 5 acres of nothing but, Christmas lights in it. He went down the road, did a U-turn on the gravel road, and we came back home. That was my surprise. But that was, things like that are funner to me than if you had bought me, something fancy. I just enjoy that stuff more. So anyway, that was exciting. And we were done. I'm not going to paint this. I think this adds enough color. I'm kind of happy. I think I'm just going to ink this and maybe smear some gesso on it, but I think I need a word. I am so out of ink. I need to get refills. I'm refusing to buy the stamp pads when I can get refills, but I'm just needing to do that. Order them or whatever you do. This will be the first time I've gotten any refills. I've been using these ink pads for literally years, and I'm just now getting to where they're running out. So I'm down to using my regular ink here. The distressed inks are just dried up. It actually was making my arm sore the other day from, you know, pushing, trying to get some ink out of there for my dauber. Now, doesn't that look cute? It looks like a little field that they're eating out of, doesn't it? I'm happy with that. Except for I need a saying. Okay, I'm going to glue that, and then I'm going to maybe smear some gesso over it, and then I'll put a word. Let's see if we can get all of this down where it needs to go. That's going to be the ticket. Trying to get everything where it needs to go. I don't know why, but I have this issue with edges sticking up. You know, some people can just, I don't know, my brain is just weird. I got to get all around the edges. Isn't that weird? So, I love it when I watch other people, you know, glue their stuff and it's kind of sticking up and it's all good, but I don't know why I can't do it myself. There we go. Part of your art therapy. I guess we should force ourselves to, but if it doesn't make you happy, then why, right? I mean, do what makes you happy. I'm trying to, who was I watching the other day? A lady that was slow stitching, and she was saying how you have to do what your brain is comfortable doing. And see, with my art therapy mentality, I'm trying to bend my brain to do things that's out of its comfort zone. And I guess I should be saying, why? Why am I trying to make it do things that are out of its comfort zone? Maybe I should just be going with the flow of what my brain naturally wants to do. Anyway, just another one of those things I got to figure out. Okay, now I'm going to pause you and find me a word. I don't know. Probably none of these words will look decent here, but we'll see what we can find. Make, because they're all kind of Christian things. Salvation, love, hope, forgiven, gift of forgiveness, beauty. We could do that. Encourage. Maybe she's encouraging them to look for worms. Yeah, I think she's going to encourage them. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll use encourage. Okay. I'm going to use some of my gesso first and try to scrape. Oh, maybe not. I can't get it open. Oh. Holy moly, guacamole. There we go. Just needed a little bit of heat. I do that with my Mod Podge too. I get my heat gun out and heat the edge because, you know, it gets all dried and crusty here. Same with the Mod Podge, and that heat melts it just enough that you can get it open. Okay, now let's turn it sideways because I'm a lefty. Hi, Cooper. What are you doing? You need some mama time? Not right now. Not right now. I like this curling, so I want to leave that. Whoops, I don't want to cover my little hen's head. My daughter, I don't know if I told you guys, my 1950 Gibson stove died. And I have been living, I'm having a hard time getting rid of her. She's beautiful. She's got pan cupboards in her. She's huge. She's got a countertop on the right side, you know, burners on the left, and then a counter on the right. I've just been having a hard time letting her go. And so I've been living out of an electric skillet for the past 2 or 3 months. And I told my daughter, I think I'm happy just living like that. If I could just get maybe a little, I thought I'd just get me a little, what are those things called? Here we go again. Recall a word. A hot plate burner to sit on it. Then I could just cook on the hot plate. And my daughter got me one for Christmas. She doesn't know this, but it's actually made for a built-in that you would cut a hole in your counter and sit it down in it. It's a what do you call those hot plates? That induction burner that nothing gets hot except for what's in the pan, like the burner, nothing gets hot. So she got me one, and it's actually for a built-in. So my husband is going to cut a hole in the top of where the burners were and mount it down inside. So I will have a built-in, and the top of my stove will be, you know, it'll look like it's supposed to be there, kind of. So I'm excited for that. Not really excited about this gesso, but it does break up. Maybe I should just add a little bit of color here and there. Now, I got a new dog. His name's Cooper, and he is not used to me talking to myself yet. You know, my other dogs, they're used to, oh, Scrappy passed away, and Scrappy, of course, was used to me talking to myself, and I don't want to say her name, but the other dog who is asleep behind me on her couch, she's used to me talking to myself. But Cooper doesn't quite understand what I'm doing here, so he's standing over here beside me, looking up at me like, yo, lady, what are you talking about? So it'll take him a little bit. He'll get used to my weirdness. It won't take him long. He's just a really good dog. He is a, what are you, Cooper? Pomsky. He's a Pomsky. And a little gal that used to work with me gardening, they had bought it for their daughter, and their daughter didn't care for it the way she should, and the mother was pregnant and ready to have baby, and she didn't care about a dog anymore. And so little Cooper was just kind of living in his kennel all the time, not in a happy environment. So she wanted to know if I wanted him. And I said, yes. My husband said, take him. Even if we don't think he'll be a good fit for us, we will find him a better home, you know, than what he's getting right now. So we took him, And he is a good fit for us, except he is a kennel dog. Like when you leave, we live in the country. We don't have fenced-in yard. Our dogs just stay here when we leave and have a doggy door and go in and out and do their thing. Princey. And he's not fit for that. He has to go in because he's already chased me down the road once. I'm not too excited about what I'm doing here. But we're visiting. So that's all that matters. So I don't know how that's going to work out, you know, when we go out of town, or what do you do? I mean, I'm at home all day, so it's easy just to leave him for a couple hours and run to the grocery store. But what do you do when you go somewhere? Normally, if we go somewhere and have to leave, Princess can go in and out her doggy door, and I just have somebody come feed her and check on her. You know, and she's pretty good here by herself. Not by herself. She has not done good without Scrappy. That's why we ended up getting another dog. She's kind of been through a depression. But we'll have to figure that out. I think I may fence in part. My husband just rolled his eyes when I told him this, but I think I may fence in a little bitty part of the backyard just so I don't have to. I'm just not excited about this. I need some. And that's too much. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I may just be totally messing this whole picture up. I don't know. There they are. So we'll see. We'll see how all this turns out. He really likes to go, but I found out the reason he likes to go is because she was letting him ride with her when she went to get her kids from school or whatever. And then if they went by, you know, Starbucks or wherever, well, he would get a puppuccino or a doggy treat from McDonald's or, you know, something like that. And he just wants to go because he thinks he's going to get a treat. And I'm not going to be, I don't do that. I don't go to all those places all the time. Sometimes I just run to the grocery store. And then he whines and expects me to give him something, and I don't have anything. So he just needs to learn to be a farm dog. Yesterday, my husband and I let him go in with us to Wichita. Just a real quick trip. We ran in there, and he whined the whole way. So we were like, no, this isn't going to work. Okay, I think what it needs are some splatters. What do you think? I just think we need some little white splatters. I think that's what we're missing. But he's so sweet. He's used to sleeping in a kennel at night, and we let him sleep with us in bed. So he just thinks he is so privileged, you know. He is so thankful that he just gets to sleep with us. And he came with a little Martian or some type of a little stuffed animal. And he sleeps, I think I posted a picture of all of his on my Instagram. He sleeps with that Martian all the time, with it in his mouth. I mean, if I'm out here in the art room, the Martian's out here. If we're in the house, the Martian's in there. I mean, wherever he's at, there the Martian is, and he's sound asleep with the thing in his mouth. So my husband said it's like his little pacifier. So my daughter said we need to get a backup in case something happens to it. He doesn't go into withdrawal or something. Okay, I'm kind of happy pulling it out, huh? I think it just needed a few little... Now I don't know where my words went. Remember, I had those words. The word was encourage, and I've lost it. I suppose you guys see it laying somewhere, and I don't. I turned this. Oh well. Well, we're just going to get another one. We're going to call it... We're just going to call this Beauty. I don't even have any scissors. Okay, this is getting crazy. Okay, I found it. It's down here on the floor. So, Cooper, you're in my way, bud. So we'll just glue him on there. Now, put this right here. Hope I spelled it right. There we go. Oh, okay. And I don't know if I told you guys, I got my MRI results back from my pituitary gland. And they did an MRI of my brain because my endocrinologist thought I had something on my pituitary because my prolactin levels were high. And that usually means you have a tumor on your pituitary when that happens. So, which is totally, you can take care of with medication. Now see, I got to be careful here because my splatters are wet and I want to rub my Stabilo, but I don't want to mess up my splatters. Anyway, so he wanted to do an MRI of the pituitary to see if I had one of those tumors. And he said my pituitary seemed to be fine, but he did see something that wasn't right. He did see a tumor, but it was on my brain and not my pituitary. But he said it was over in the pituitary area. So he wanted me to see a neurosurgeon to confirm what he saw. So who knows? We just go from one doctor to another. Neurosurgeon will be doctor number 9. And to think in the beginning I thought I had Lyme. I just keep looking for an answer and keep going, finding something else. But anyway, there's my today's picture. Oh, who is it? Somebody on my Instagram said, I'm excited, ready for you to make another video. Well, girlfriend, you're the reason I'm doing this. You have just excited me and encouraged me. Look, this could be our word for the day. She encouraged me to want to do another video. So here I am doing one because of her, and I can't remember her name because you know those code names on Instagram sometimes are, you can't figure out what they say. So my Instagram girl, this video is for you, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I need to make a pocket because I think this is the cutest little tag picture, and I want to stick this in my book somewhere. So I'll have to build a pocket next time because we're already at 34 minutes. And who wants to listen to Negative Nancy whine for 34 minutes? Anyway, there we go. I will see you guys again next time. Thank you for coming and hanging with me. You can't see my little paper curling, but it is all through here. It's just adorable. And I'm actually happy with it now. So there you go. Bye-bye from